Hi, and welcome back to Bible Not Audio. Sorry, I'm trying to find lighting that works, and it's just not working. I kind of beat up, but you guys are used to it, right? Come out here without having to take a shower sometimes after a run. I don't know. It's just why hide who you are. People don't have seen my face. So this lighting will have to do. We're in Numbers 6 and 7 today. I'm glad you're joining me. I'm glad we're both taking this moment to study and work on a relationship with God, just trying to do better. That's all you really can do. Our prayers. So I wanted to kind of update because I went off on a tangent not too long ago about my identity, about taking care of things and how I wanted to be proactive. And well, I have, and it's really been more of a steady process, like one thing at a time. Nothing's happened that is YouTube ready or exciting, and honestly I don't think it has to be that way. So little things I've done. I've contacted creditors. I've closed my account so people can't open up a credit card in my name. I think it's called closing your credit, something like that. I've made sure that I wrote down all the bills that are really mine, and those that aren't, I've written to the creditors, and I'm trying to dispute them, right? I've gone online and to Experian, and I've disputed the charges. I've gone to the police department, and I ran my report. I wanted a report of anything that they had on file saying, whether I got arrested, was there drunk and disorderly. So there was one thing on there that wasn't mine. It makes me feel a little bit better, but there was a parking ticket somebody got, and it's over $200, and it isn't mine. But little things like that, so I can feel more comfortable about my financial status, about my name being out there. Like, nobody wants, because things like that are public record. They can look your name up and see if you've maybe had run-ins with the law, even in sexual in nature and pedophile. People are hateful. I have people make profiles under my name that were sexually explicit. I'm going to be really mad if it's worse than that. But I've been diligently taking the time to make sure that my name isn't on any of those kind of things. So that was credit reports, that was accounts, and then looking at my police report, and what else? Oh, and then just making sure I'm keeping track of all my expenditures that are really mine. And then what's really giving me peace is to know that you're not always going to be able to fix everything. And nobody came and said, oh yeah, we found that. I was expecting like this big sum of money that I can recoup because somebody was using my ID and taking money out of my bank account. It's a lot of money over the last 2 years. And you have to find peace with it, and that's what I did. I'm just not going to get it back, and I'm not going to rack my brain trying to figure it out. I contacted the bank, the fraud department, did what I could, documented it. Now I have a foundation where to start. Like, I know what's in my bank, and I'm not going to ignore keeping the balance like before, and I'm actually going to do something as soon as I see it. So anyway, I want to open up in prayer and pray for our affairs, our financial portfolio, which is everything credit, what you owe, what you're saving. You have some CDs out there, stocks, and then your personal, your name. Okay, so let's open up in a little bit of prayer. Father God, thank you for this time to come together and study. I thank you that there is peace in my heart today. I pray that it is so that they hear your word and not mine, that it's your message and not mine, that I read clearly and at a good pace. I want to thank you for my financial status. I want to thank you for the viewers' blessings and how you have just taken care of your kingdom, and how no matter what, we can have faith and hope that if we do the right thing, the right things will happen. We just have to be diligent and press forward one item at a time. And I'm praying for the viewer right now. If they haven't taken the opportunity to look up their name and make sure that their finances are good, and make sure that they've gone through their credit report, and make sure that nothing's open up, that they take the time soon and realize that it's better to do that now while it's not an emergency, instead of being caught in an emergency and not being able to do something about it. And I pray that that isn't so. I pray that you bless the viewer. I pray that we are just taking this moment to learn, and not just being closer to you, God, but also taking the time to learn from one another. So I hope that what I shared was something that would shed light on an area of their life that they might want to take a look at. I thank you for all your blessings, and I pray that you are in the study. I pray that you open up our hearts and minds so that we are in a place to receive your message and one day share it. It is in your holy name I pray. Amen. All right, so let's read 6 and 7. 6 is okay. It's about the law of the Nazarite, and then 7's a little bit longer. Okay, so let's start. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, when either a man or a woman consecrates an offering to take the vow of a Nazarite to separate himself to the Lord, he shall separate himself from wine and similar drink. He shall drink neither vinegar made from wine, nor vinegar made from similar drink. Neither shall he drink any grape juice, nor eat fresh grapes or raisins. All the days of his separation he shall eat nothing that is produced by the grapevine from seed to skin. All the days of the vow of his separation, no razor shall come upon his head until the days are fulfilled, for which he has separated himself to the Lord. He shall be holy. Then he shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. All the days that he separates himself to the Lord, he shall not go near a dead body. He shall not make himself unclean even for his father or his mother, for his brother or his sister when they die, because his separation to God is on his head. All the days of his separation he shall be holy to the Lord. And if anyone dies very suddenly beside him, and he defiles his consecrated head, then he shall shave his head on the day of his cleansing. On the 7th day he shall shave it. Then on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons to the priest to the door of the tabernacle meeting, and the priest shall offer one as a sin offering and the other as a burnt offering, and make atonement for him, because he sinned in regard to the corpse, and he shall sanctify his head of the same day. He shall consecrate to the Lord the days of his separation, and bring a male lamb into his first as a trespass offering. But the former days shall be lost, because his separation was defiled. So he'd have to start all over. He used to be clean and separate himself in order to be sanctified. Now this is the law of the Nazarite. When the days of the separation are fulfilled, he shall be brought to the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and he shall present his offering to the Lord, 1 male lamb in its first year without blemish as a burnt offering, 1 ewe lamb in the first year without a blemish as a sin offering, 1 ket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mixed with oil, unleavened wafers anointed with oil, and their grain offering with their drink offerings. Then the priest shall bring them before the Lord and offer his sin offering and his burnt offering. And he shall offer the ram as a sacrifice of a peace offering to the Lord. When the basket of unleavened bread, the priest shall also offer its grain offering and its drink offering. Then the Nazarite shall shave his consecrated head at the door of the tabernacle meeting, and shall take the hair from his consecrated head and put it on the fire which is under the sacrifice of the peace offering. And the priest shall take the boiled shoulder of the ram, 1 unleavened cake from the basket, and an unleavened wafer, and put them upon the hands of the Nazarite after he has shaved his consecrated hair, and the priest shall wave them as a wave offering before the Lord. They are holy for the priest, together with the breast of the wave offering and the thigh of the heave offering, after the Nazarite may drink this. This is the law of the Nazarite, who vows to the Lord the offering for his separation, and besides that, whatever else his hand is able to provide according to the vow which he takes, he must do according to the law of his separation. So this is him separating himself from the people and staying pure and holy. I want to see if it says anything right here. Okay, it says, the Nazarite was one who made a special vow to the Lord for a time of unusual devotion to God. Ordinarily, this public vow was for a limited time. There were 3 prohibitions. Total absence from everything associated with wine. So we read that, like no wine, whether whatever it was made, if it didn't matter. 2, no trimming of the hair. So no shaving, no cutting of the hair. And 3, no contact with the dead body. And all of this, the Nazarene was to regard himself or herself as holy to the Lord. After the vow was complete, the Nazarene would turn to the normal daily life. So it was a separation. It would, to me, it feels like it was a more serious, more lengthy type of fasting. Or, overseas they have Ramadan. And it's to separate themselves, and it's a holy time, and there's hours where they eat and hours where they don't. but there's supposed to be prayer in there and works to the Father. So let's keep going. I'm in 22. The priestly blessing. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and his sons, saying, This is the way you shall bless the children of Israel. Say to them, The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. So they shall put my name on the children of Israel, and I will bless them. So those are the ways you can bless somebody else. Kind of like at the end when I say God bless you. And I really mean it. I don't want that to sound like I'm just saying I love you all the time. No, I really, if you're on this channel, if you're working on your relationship, if you're working on yourself, or if you're just supporting me, God bless you. And he sees you, and he will bless you for it. Okay, so let's go into chapter 7, offerings of the leaders. Now it came to pass when Moses had finished setting up the tabernacle that he anointed it and consecrated it, all its furnishings and the altar and all its utensils. So he anointed them and consecrated them. The leaders of Israel, the heads of their fathers' houses, who were the leaders of the tribes over those who were numbered, made an offering, and they brought their offering before the Lord, 6 covered carts and 12 oxen a cart for every 2 of the leaders, and for each one an ox, and they presented them before the tabernacle. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Accept these from them, that they may be used in doing the work of the tabernacle of meeting, and you shall give them to the Levites, to every man according to his service. So Moses took the carts and the oxen, and gave them to the Levites. 2 carts and 4 oxen he gave to the sons of Gershon, according to their service, and 4 carts and 8 oxen he gave to the sons of Merari, according to their service, under the authority of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, the priest. But to the sons of Kohath he gave none, because theirs was the service of the holy things, which they carried on their shoulders. Now the leaders offered the dedication of offering for the altar when it was anointed. So the leaders offered their offering before the altar. For the Lord said to Moses, They shall offer their offering 1 leader each day for the dedication of the altar. And the one who offered his offering on the first day was Nahshon, the son of Amminadab, from the tribe of Judah. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and for the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs on the first year. This was the offering of Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. Remember, there's 12 tribes and elders from each. 2 elders from each, okay? 18. I'm just saying that so we can imagine how big this ceremony is. On the second day, Nathanael, the son of Zor, leader of Issachar, presented an offering. For his offering he offered 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of flour mixed with oil, and as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in the first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Nathanael, the son of Zor. On the third day, Eliab, the son of Helon, leader of the children of Zebulun, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of flour mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and for the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Eliab, the son of Helon. On the fourth day, Eliezer, the son of Shedor, leader of the children of Reuben, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour, mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year, as a burnt offering, 1 kid of goats as a sin offering, and as the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Eliezer, the son of Shedor. On the 5th day, Shelomiel, the son of Zerahshaddai, leader of the children of Simeon, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour, mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Shelomiel, the son of Zerahshaddai. On the 6th day, Eliasaph, the son of Duel, leader of the children of Gad, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them of fine flour, mixed with oil, and as grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year, as a burnt offering of the kid of goats, as a sin offering. And as a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Eliasaph, the son of Duel. On the 7th day, Elishama, the son of Ammihud, leader of the children of Ephraim, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour, with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Elishama, the son of Ammihud. We're in verse 54. Thank you for hanging in there. But I wanted to say real quick, all the offerings so far are the same, but I'm wanting you to imagine a ceremony, 1 presentation of sacrifices per leader, 1 a day. Imagine how long this took. So we actually don't have it bad just to read and study. Imagine being there. What great show ceremony this would be. Okay, so on the 8th day, Gamaliel, the son of Pedahzur, Pedahzur, leader of the children of Manasseh, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour, mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as the sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Gamaliel, the son of Pedahzur. On the 9th day, Abidan, the son of Gideoni, leader of the children of Benjamin, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour, mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, and 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as the sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Abidan, the son of Gideoni. On the 10th day, Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai, leader of the children of Dan, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour, mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. On the 11th day, Pagiel, the son of Ochran, leader of the children of Asher, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour, mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year, as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 ram, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Pagiel, the son of Ochran. On the 12th day, Ahira, the son of Enan, leader of the children of Naphtali, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour, mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold pan of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year. And as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering. I like how that sounds. 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as the sacrifice of the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Ahira, the son of Enan. This was the dedication offering for the altar from the leaders of Israel. From each tribe, there were 12. So each leader had a day to present their offerings. I think that's beautiful when it comes to ceremony, which in the military I learned a lot about that. So I'm just imagining it. From the leaders of Israel, when it was anointed, 12 silver platters, 12 silver bowls, and 12 gold pans. Each silver platter weighed 130 shekels, and each bowl 70 shekels. All the silver of the vessels weighed 2,400 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. The 12 gold pans full of incense weighed 10 shekels apiece, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. All the gold of the pans weighed 120 shekels. All the oxen for the burnt offering were 12 young bulls, the rams 12, the male lambs in their first year 12, with their grain offerings, and the kids of the goat as a sin offering 12. And all the oxen for the sacrifice of peace offerings were 24 bulls, the rams 60, the male goats 60, and the lambs in their first year 60. This was the dedication offering for the altar after it was anointed. Now when Moses went into the tabernacle meeting to speak with him, he heard the voice of one speaking to him from above the mercy seat that was on the ark of the testimony, from between the 2 cherubim. Thus he spoke to him. We'll read more tomorrow as we go into chapter 8. That was Numbers 6 and 7. I pray that you are able to follow and that you are blessed wherever you are in life today. Be well. Take care. Bye.